Leo Messi is simply not normal. Mbappe and Haaland are pure world class for club and country. Let's take a look at the main headlines. Welcome back to the World Cup 2026 report. Round 2 of the group stage is nearing the end. Here's what happened in the past 2 days. I am joined again by Farid Khan. Hi, Farid.
Hi, Michelle. How are you doing?
All good, Farid. What do you think we should talk about? Shall we talk about the matches today, the players, the broken records?
I think plenty of records have been broken already, and the usual suspects are scoring once again with the addition of Cristiano Ronaldo this week. So chuffed and really looking forward to this episode. Let's talk about the players.
The players first. So the usual suspects, as you named them. We're talking about Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo, and Haaland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we start with the first match, Farid? Argentina versus Austria. Now, seriously, I don't know what to say. He is simply unbelievable. He makes everything look so easy, and age is just a number.
That is right. He's celebrating his 39th birthday today, and he's become the oldest to score a hat-trick in World Cup, as we already know. And whenever he is on the pitch, even at the age of 39, he is still the best player on the pitch. So that is for sure. There won't be a better player when Messi is playing on the pitch. 5 goals scored by Argentina, all 5 by Lionel Messi. In the last episode, I said I have not watched Pele and Maradona play, and I don't think they were better than Messi at his prime. Now I am sure of it. Even if Pele and Maradona were half as good as Messi, they must be great players.
How do you think they will look like without him in a match? You know, if he gets 2 yellow cards, if he's injured, how Argentina will look without him, even for one halftime, for example?
That is a very interesting question, because Messi has been scoring very identical goals. You know, those late runs and then scoring the way he scored in the old days for Barcelona in El Clasico. We saw that famous celebration against Real Madrid. He has done it so many times. So he scores those goals and makes them look easy. Now it is very interesting what you mentioned. If he does not play for some reason, let's suppose if he's rested against Jordan, how would they look like? Because there's Alvarez there, there's Lautaro Martinez there. They have not been tested. You know, this is something which is dangerous for a side which is relying on one player, at least in the striking department. So I do think that we can see Messi either getting subbed off or maybe not starting in the next match, because Argentina have already confirmed their top spot, and that is where other players will need to step up. Because I'm not saying Messi is injury prone, but he was actually injured before the start of this World Cup. So if that injury reoccurs, then it could get a bit messy for Argentina. Messi, a different Messi, not the Messi that we have been used to seeing.
I see. France versus Iraq, realistic, dominant, superior. They are already qualified, but they are still not sure of topping the group yet.
They will top the group, there is no doubt about it. And the Mbappe show once again what a prolific World Cup scorer he is. For club and country, he has been top notch. Now he's 27, and he was very humble in the press conference when he said that Messi is the best player among him, Haaland, and other players that are on the pitch, including Kane. So he's just doing his job, and those spectacular goals, his first one especially, I think has taken the World Cup by storm. Very good thing for France that Dembele got on the score sheet once again. They wanted to unlock Dembele before the knockout stages, that they have managed to do, and there is very less weakness, if there's any, in this France side. I can't find any, because they have not faced stronger teams, so to say, but even if they face the stronger teams, I don't really see a lot of issues. But very, very big match against Norway to come. We will talk about Norway, we'll talk about Haaland, but I am already looking forward to France versus Norway.
Me too. Mbappe is really chasing Messi down, Farid. This is going to be an absolute thriller till the end.
Yes, that is right. And Mbappe has 2 World Cups in him at least after this. So it's inevitable that Mbappe will go on to break Messi's record. If not in this World Cup, then maybe in the next World Cup. He can easily play the 2 World Cups and he will be 35 when he's playing the World Cup in 2034. So he's got a lot of years left in him. Maybe he can play the 3rd World Cup as well in 2038 when he is 39 years old. So Mbappe has a lot of football left in him, and it is inevitable. He will go on to break Messi's record, and he will hold that record for a long time, I'm sure. So it's just about time.
Norway versus Senegal. They didn't deceive at all. I'm talking about Norway. Everything they did in the qualifiers, in a group containing Italy, makes sense now.
Yes, absolutely. And Haaland, once again, so good. He's such a gifted striker. The ability that he has and the way he finds those pockets and scores those goals. I would like to say that this is his first World Cup, but it seems as if he has been playing World Cups for ages. Seems like his 3rd or 4th World Cup. He has just settled in so well, and Norway have qualified after 28 years, mind you. But they look like a side that have been regulars in World Cup. Now let's see how they do against France. But I said one thing to you. I don't see a lot of teams keeping clean sheets against Norway. At the same time, I don't see Norway keeping clean sheets either. They conceded 2 goals against Senegal as well. And I do think that Haaland could be tested when it comes to the knockout stages. You can't really rely on one player, but him and Odegaard are forming a very natural and a reliable partnership so far in the group stages.
True, but he is now a serious contender for the Golden Boot. So, Farid,
yes.
Are they still dark horses or a bit more now?
I think they are more than just dark horses now, especially because of the performances that they have given. If they manage to get a result against France, it would be great. They would be one of the contenders, but I think Haaland has downplayed it. Haaland actually said that France would probably beat Norway and go on to win the tournament. I think he's playing mind games just like his previous manager Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. He's not really keeping his hopes high, or at least he's not giving an impression to the audience or to the media that Norway are contenders for now. I don't think he will give it even if they reach the final. But Norway look like a very good team. The only issue I have is if they can leak a lot of goals going forward.
This is extremely important what you just said. I want you to repeat it. Are you sure this was just a mind game?
It was a mind game because they are better than what Haaland has expressed in the press conference. Okay. They can easily score 3-4 goals, and I think they can defeat France as well.
Okay. Farid, England versus Ghana. Okay. Now, as always, I've watched the match, and let me tell you, this low block defensive strategy seems efficient.
Absolutely. Talking specifically about England versus Ghana, I think Carlos Queiroz has given an indication as to how to tackle England. In the first half, neither team had an attempt on target, and this was the first match in this World Cup where both teams failed to have any attempt on target. But this is what Ghana came to do. This is what Carlos Queiroz said after the match. This is how you tackle. If they are playing rock and roll, you can't expect to play samba with them. You have to go with that low block. You have to play deep. You have to get bodies, in that final third. You have to park the bus, as they say in the Jose Mourinho language. You really can't play expansive football against a team like England. And I think they succeeded in that. This is what they came to do. And in the first half, they frustrated England so much. At the end, England had 19 shots but could not find a goal. Ghana have now not conceded in 2 matches. They're almost in the next stage. They've just, and there's a very interesting fact I actually want to talk about. Ghana have qualified for their 5th World Cup, but they have never lost the 2nd match in group stage. So they're being very lucky, and it is proving to be one good ride for Ghana so far.
I see. But, despite all this, despite the 2 points lost, England were dominant, though, right? They were dominant. They enjoyed more than 70% of the ball possession, right?
They did, but at the end, it is what the goals that matter. I talked about this in the match against Turkey as well. In both matches which Turkey lost, on paper and even on stats, they were the better team. They had more possession, more final third, more penetrations, but no goals to show for. So when you're not scoring goals, it could really come to haunt England in the knockout stages, because this match could easily go into extra time and maybe penalties. And then it's anybody's game. It's lottery in penalties. You could lose in penalties even without losing any group stage match. And that has happened to teams in the past as well. I talked about Switzerland in the 2006 World Cup as well. Without losing any game, they were out of the World Cup. So they need to find ways to score and find ways to tackle this low block. It's very important.
Very true. Portugal versus Uzbekistan. They reminded everybody what they are capable of. And Ronaldo is on target again and is refusing to answer questions about Messi.
Absolutely, 41 years young Cristiano Ronaldo. There's two things that you need to remember about Ronaldo. There's rule number 1, never write off Ronaldo. Rule number 2, do not forget rule 1. So never ever, just forget about writing him off. He will come back and haunt you. And once again, he did it. I was actually reading a quote. It was attributed to Carlo Ancelotti on social media. I don't really think he said it, but he said that the only player who is more dangerous than Cristiano Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo himself, who did not score in the last match. So that is what we saw from Ronaldo. That is what he came to do. And Messi scoring a brace, Mbappe scoring a brace, Haaland scoring a brace. Had Ronaldo not performed and scored, he would have been playing catch-up. He would have been left behind. Now he has scored 2 goals. And this is only the second time, by the way, in 6 World Cups, although he's become the first ever player to score in 6 different World Cups. But this is just his second World Cup where he has scored multiple goals. He scored 4 goals in the 2018 World Cup, and now he's on 10 goals in total, the most by any player for Portugal. Tremendous, and this is his goal scoring ability. But I'd like to mention one thing, that he has played selfless football. The way he gave that free kick to Nuno Mendes, he could have taken that free kick himself, although it suited the left footer. Then he was also coming back and helping in defense as well. He was actually winning headers in the opposition corners as well. He was taking the ball from his players and trying to help in attack as well. He was helping in possession. So I think this is very improved performance from Ronaldo.
Don't write him off and don't piss him off.
Yeah,
right?
that question, I don't know why that journalist asked him. I think he was asked 2 or 3 times about Messi.
It's a trend now, Colombia versus Congo. Colombia are qualified, Farid, and they need a draw now versus Portugal to top the group.
Absolutely right. Colombia have won both matches. It was a good game, a tight contest. Munoz once again was on the score sheet, the Crystal Palace defender. In fact, he's become the first defender in this World Cup to score multiple goals, to score goals in 2 matches now, and he's doing really well. But Congo were compact, they were composed, they still have a chance to qualify. They need to get a result against Uzbekistan, but Colombia and Portugal will decide the winner of this group. Right now, it seems as if Colombia can get the result, and even if they get a draw, they will top the group against Portugal. So they are more settled than Portugal right now, and I think it was important for them to keep the clean sheet also.
Thank you, Farid, for your valuable takeaways. As always, we will catch up again on Friday. Let's look ahead for the packed schedule of tonight and tomorrow. Bosnia versus Qatar. Believe it or not, both still have a chance to advance to the knockout stage. Switzerland versus Canada. The Swiss need to win if they want to top the group. Scotland versus Brazil. Everything is still possible. Brazil needs to top this group and avoid a possible clash versus the Dutch. Czech Republic versus Mexico. The Czechs need a win. Mexico, already qualified, would hate to lose in front of the home crowd. Ecuador versus Germany. Germany are sure of topping the group. Ecuador needs a win to qualify. Japan versus Sweden. Despite the previous match for both, this will be a balanced and unpredictable match. Tunisia versus Netherlands. Very disappointing campaign for Tunisia. The Dutch, on the other hand, are already thinking about the round of 32 opponents. Turkey versus the United States. Despite 0 points and 0 goals from the first 2 matches, Turkey's performance wasn't so bad. Finishing, however, was poor. They have all the reasons to try to finish on a high note with the hosts. That's it for today. In the next episode, we will know some of the round of 32 matches. See you on Friday.